Ask your rheumatologist if Enbrel is right for you.
At Speedway, we work every day to earn your trust.
That's why we're proud that a national independent research survey
named Speedway the highest-ranked retail gasoline brand for the 3rd year in a row.
From delicious food and beverage choices inside our stores
to our Speedy Rewards card
to the best brand in the land.
For more than 17,000 Speedway employees, we'd like to say thanks.
The convenience stores of Speedway.
Now at Speedway, get any size fountain drink or Speedy Freeze, just 89 cents.
With all the uncertainty around healthcare, if you don't have health insurance through your work, now is a good time to find an individual plan that makes sense for your needs and budget from a name you can trust. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. For example, Kristen just started her own business.
Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield helped me compare plans, and my personal doctor was in their large network. And when I needed surgery later, I didn't worry about my savings or my bottom line.
Or take George, who retired early and chose a plan that covers prescriptions.
I had a little health scare recently. My doctor ran some tests and changed my prescription, and now I'm back in the game.
With Caitlin's busy life, she needed coverage she could count on with preventive care.
Because with kids, you never know what will happen.
If you're looking for individual health coverage that makes sense, join all the people who depend on Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield.
For a free rate quote, contact your local agent. Call 1-866-777-6097 or visit us online at anthemforme.com.
Tonight at 6, a scam warning. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Dorman. How a couple was talked out of $38,000. We're live at the Venetian Festival. Coming up.
Are you the victim of an assault? Go to judgejudy.com or call 1-888-800-JUDY.
Do you know where her baby book is?
Last time I saw it, it was in the closet of the rent we just left.
Of the rental you just left?
Yeah, the
Did
one
you
we're
leave it
speaking
there?
of. Yes, Your Honor.
They don't have it. What else?
Missing my DVD adapter as well.
Anybody have her DVD
Alex
adapter?
had my DVD player in his room.
Anybody have a DVD adapter that belongs to Miss Nash?
No, you don't.
It was my baby book, my DVD adapter.
They don't have it, Miss Nash.
Kitchen table.
Move on.
That's what I
Move
have.
on.
I'm missing those 4 items.
No, they don't have them. They moved out of the apartment.
Well, I would like them back or the money back for them. My senior pictures and baby book are irreplaceable.
They're irreplaceable, so there's no way they can pay you for them.
I can get my senior pictures reprinted off for another $130 along with the book.
They don't have them.
Oh, I want the money back for them.
You're not going to get it.
He tore them up. This is not right. I have calls from them.
Just a second. You have calls from them admitting that either one
I
of
have
them
verbal
tore up?
calls. I don't have voicemails.
Just a second. So then I don't know that that exists. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now, did you destroy any of Mr. Watt's property when you...
He said I broke a game when I left.
I'm speaking. Did you destroy any of Mr. Watt's property when you left?
No, I broke a game according to him.
Move on, Miss Nash. It's over.
Excuse me. Step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
I had found my room to be ransacked, my laptop to be missing.
What happened with the plaintiff's property that was in his room?
What happened to it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Next Judge Judy.
IHOP's delicious funnel cakes are back, along with our luscious fruit-topped crepes and waffles, each served with all your favorites. Make it an IHOP day.
This was me. Then my pharmacist introduced me to Fungi Nail's new pen brush applicator. It's proven to work and gets the right amount right where it's needed. Don't wait. Nail it with Fungi Nail.
Is the IRS stalking you? Do you feel like you're at the end of your rope?
If penalties and interest have made your IRS problem go from bad to worse, call us now.
Call now for a free face-to-face local appointment and J.K. Harris's free IRS tax secrets. Call 800-270-3114.
Both irresponsible, rude.
You can kind of tell it's all just a big drama fest.
Aggressive, and they destroy property that is not theirs.
I mean, it's all he said, she said.
That he's no longer my brother and half of my family's disowned him.
She's so quick to disown me, so fine.
It's a picture-perfect day here across Michiana. I'm ABC 57 Chief Meteorologist Jamie Martin, including out here at the Venetian Festival. Looks like this stretch of weather will continue for a little while longer. We'll have the very latest coming up. ABC 57 News at 6 starts now.
Covering South Bend, Elkhart, and all of Michiana, this is ABC 57 News at 6.
phone scam.
Feel like the bottom's dropped out on us.
A Goshen couple was swindled out of thousands. What you need to look out for. And down on the farm without power, the latest on area outages and the effects that it's having on some area animals.
We'll have those top stories in just a moment, but first let us be the first to welcome you to the 33rd Annual Venetian Festival. We are live in St. Joe. I'm Krista Fogelsong.
And I'm Jamie Martin. Opening ceremonies begin in just about half an hour, but the fun and the food has already begun.
That's right. The carnival kicked off this afternoon. There's a classic car show going on the bluff. There's going to be a boat display. There's going to be a wine tasting. The Venetian Festival Admiral is about to be crowned. Of course, we cannot forget the annual Blessing of the River.
Oh, we're not going to forget that. Also, ABC 57's Ryan Clunt and Jacqueline Kelly are also up here with us. We're going to show you what it takes to put a festival of this magnitude together. More than 100,000 people are expected to attend the party this year.
So much going on, but it's not all going on here in St. Joe. We're going to send it back to our studios in South Bend, where ABC 57's Brian Dorman is manning the anchor desk tonight. And Brian, what are the headlines right now?
Thank you, Krista. Good evening, everyone. Here is what's making news across Michigan tonight. A shocking phone scam out of Goshen. A couple lost $38,000 after a man convinced them he was with Publishers Clearinghouse. ABC 57's Tony Spahar talked with that couple today. Tony, I understand the scammers are now trying to get even more money.
Yeah, Brian, he actually called them 2 times while I was there. Apparently, this man, who coincidentally calls himself Tony, is very convincing and earned their trust. They didn't want to show their faces on camera, but they do want to get their story out to warn others. It all began 1 week ago when the couple received a call from a man claiming to be from Publishers Clearinghouse, telling them they'd won millions.
He just said, well, you'll be so happy after you get this money.
But the man also warned,
don't tell nobody. Don't tell the bank. Don't tell your kids.
The couple, who is still so shaken they asked us not to show them or their house, says they were suspicious. But the voice on the other end of the line seemed so trustworthy, creating a bond with them. He even said the woman of the house reminded him of his mother.
What kind of a meal could you cook for me if I'd come out? And she said, I could probably make chicken casserole. Oh, he'd just love that.
They were suspicious, but he even told her to call the Better Business Bureau and gave a number to call in Washington. And a woman answered.
She said, yeah, this is the way they do business, and she might have been sitting right side of him. You can't tell.
Now they know the number was fake after sending in the money, despite their bank's warnings, to different locations.
I hate to say, but it come out, I think, to $38,000.
$38,000 gone.
Feel like the bottom's dropped out on us. We had no debt. We were enjoying life.
But he just hopes that the man can be brought to justice and that others heed their warning. A scam isn't always obvious. And they reported the scam to the Elkhart County Sheriff, who are investigating the case. They told me the man's phone number is out of Jamaica, but some of the money is in accounts in Florida and North Carolina. So the case has been sent to police there. Reporting live in the studio, Tony Spahar, ABC 57 News.
The South Bend homeowner got terrible news today. While at work, he was told his house was on fire. The owner talked with us today, and he says that he just bought this house a couple of months ago and didn't make time yet to get it insured. The fire broke out around noon. It happened at the corner of Dundee and Ford. Firefighters say that the fire started in the back bedroom, but they don't know how it started. A man was rushed to the hospital today after he crashed between an SUV and a motorcycle. Happened just after 1 o'clock this afternoon over on State Road 23 in Cleveland. That's right over there by University Park Mall. Officers told ABC 57 News the SUV hit the motorcycle and the rider was pretty banged up. The driver of the SUV wasn't hurt. Well, today we found lots of drivers lining up for cheap gas. Well, sort of cheap gas. The Admiral gas station on 933 in St. Joe County was selling gas for $3.35 a gallon. Some waited in line for 15 minutes just to fill up. ABC 57 News found other prices around the area, around $3.70. One driver we caught up with took matters into her own hands, literally, by finding the cheap gas on a cell phone app.
Oh yeah, everything too was showing up around $3.79 like everywhere, and then this is the $3.35, and so made my way here on the way home.
Several other gas stations, mostly in Niles, also dropped their prices today, offering similar prices. Happening right now, it is one of the biggest events of the summer, and we have got you covered for Venetian Festival 2011. Tonight, our very own Crystal Fogelsong is getting in on all the fun, checking out the carnival rides and the classic boat display. Boy, is there a lot to see and do this year for the 33rd Annual Venetian Festival. Krista, how is it going right now?
Brian, I am having a blast. There's so much to see, so much to do, so much to eat if you really want to. They have deep fried Oreos. They have a carousel. Jamie and I took a ride this afternoon. It's going to be a great weekend, and we are just getting started. But you know, all this would not be possible if it weren't for all the volunteers. And today, the Bluff got the royal treatment thanks to Team Venetian. They were up bright and early to put up the vendor tents. Restaurants are getting ready to have the taste of Southwest Michigan, and all the food they're going to serve up on Restaurant Row. And even though today was the big setup day, the festival changes every day and has its own needs.
We have roving entertainment all day long, and following that, Saturday and Sunday, we have an art and craft show that fills up the streets. So every day we have things to move around and set up based on what's happening where.
And Team Venetian says if they could describe the weekend, it would be controlled chaos. More than 100,000 people are expected this weekend here in St. Joe, and that means big business for the local economy. ABC 57's Ryan Clund is also here live tonight with our team coverage, and he is now at opening ceremonies right now at the bandshell. Ryan, what's going on?
Krista, the excitement down here is building. I'm at the bandshell for the annual opening ceremonies. They're about to name the festival's admiral. This year, Chris Erickson, a longtime festival supporter, and also do the traditional blessing of the river. So it's all getting underway, and businesses around here, for one, are very excited.
The weather looks like it's going to cooperate with us.
The forecast is right for a very busy weekend at Kilwins in downtown St. Joe. There's a routine on opening night of Venetian Festival.
We're going to be making waffle cones all day and all night and just trying to keep our shelf stocked.
Patty Beelan's got experience. She's been here 11 years for this, but it's not the case for every business downtown.
But we just thought we would start this week.
Johnny Bavo is a co-owner of a brand new business in St. Joe.
6-passenger, all 3 rows.
How you doing today? It's an all-electric golf cart taxi service he and his friend, Zach Gordon, have been working on for a year, called Free Your Feet.
Would you guys like a ride around town for free?
They're planning to give rides all season, but thought with traffic for Venetian Fest,
Sorry, there's a lot of traffic going on.
It would be a good weekend to get the business rolling.
Everyone coming from out of town, even everybody that lives in the community, they're coming to this festival.
They know what they'd like to see.
We're going to have 2 carts running, doing it as best as we can, picking people up.
At Kilwins, they know what they're going to get.
We're gearing up for a busy weekend.
They depend on it. It's the busiest weekend of the summer, and in the summer,
June, July, and August are kind of like our crunch time to kind of get us through the beginning of the year.
their business depends on these tourists. If you think lots of people are here right now, just wait until tomorrow. The shops around here are counting on them to show up. Live at the Venetian Festival in St. Joe, Ryan Clund, ABC 57 News.
Well, you know, I have to say, you couldn't ask for more perfect weather. It's breezy. I actually had goosebumps not too long ago, so it's really nice.
It really is nice. A lot of people are out here. We have the little Bob Marley going on right now, too. So it's just really a good feeling, and everybody has been raving about the weather. You know, we have the nice breeze coming in off of Lake Michigan. So if you do get chilly a little bit, you can wear a jacket. Otherwise, everyone's either in T-shirts and sandals, or they're basically in their bikinis, so you could go anywhere from there. It really looks like it's going to be a great stretch of weather coming up also. Let's get and take a look right now. ABC 57 first warning Doppler radar not showing any showers at all across the region at the present time. In fact, we have very calm conditions expected. No showers at all coming up this evening. Now, current temperatures across the region, basically what we're looking at right now, once again, are temperatures primarily up to about 80 degrees. Some of the southern areas picking up some mid-80s, like around Rochester. And then as you head over towards South Bend, right about 80 degrees or so. On the beach itself, it's about the mid-70s right now, about 74 degrees or so as we're standing right here in St. Joe. Now, your forecast coming up for the Venetian Festival, we do have a warm-up on the way as the winds begin to shift. Not really today or tomorrow. It's heading in towards the upcoming weekend. Of course, we'll have more details on that coming up with your 10-day forecast. And boy, I tell you what, boys do love their toys.
That's right.
And we have got a lot of hot rods out here right now just up the bluff.
That's right. The Mike Your Classic Car Show kicked off this afternoon, and Mike actually was one of the co-founders back in 1979 for the festival. ABC 57's Jacqueline Kelly has been checking out all the action tonight on the bluff, and she joins us now live. Jacqueline.
Kristen, when I was at the car show earlier, it was like I was stepping back into time. It was busier than ever today. People from all over Michiana come to this car show to show off their beautiful, fully restored classic cars. And there were dozens of them on display. They lined the streets, and people from all over got to admire these old cars. All the vehicles that you see out here are from 1986 or earlier. Now, there's two main exhibits here today at the car show. First, there's the Corvette Coventry Club, which has several beautiful Corvettes on display. And then there's what many would call the main attraction, which would be Steve Wright's 1932 Ford sedan twin delivery car, which has two Keith Black blown Hemis in it. That's right.
Just about everything is here. There's Fords, Chryslers, GM, all over the place, and there's a lot of very nice pieces here. There's some very rare cars.
Now, this amazing sedan that I just told you about will be firing up at 6:45, 7:30, and then again at 8:15. And if you're going to be out here like us, bring your earplugs because it's going to be loud. Reporting live from Venetian Festival from St. Joe, Jacqueline Kelly, ABC 57 News.
ABC 57 is your home for Venetian Festival coverage all weekend long. We are going to be here, and especially for the big concert, Cinderella, I cannot wait for that.
I know you certainly can. A lot of people can't wait for weather like this, too. It's a perfect Thursday. We're looking at very nice conditions from the coast all the way inland, but there's a little bit of a heat wave coming back in as we head in towards the upcoming weekend. Some temperatures will be in the low to mid-90s, so we'll have more on that coming up with your 10-day forecast.
As we mentioned, we are just getting started, so as we head to break, let's take a look at some of the activities going on tomorrow here, including the Taste for Southwest Michigan, the Big Band Dance, and Saving Abel will be performing at the Shadowland Pavilion.
And for a complete list of activities as well as parking, that's always important, shuttle maps and passport pins, just head on over to our ABC 57 Facebook page, and we will be right back.
Find hot deals during the Menards Sizzling Savings Sale. Renew the look of a room with Dutch Boy DuraClean. It's self-priming and has a beautiful finish that stays clean. $17.98 a gallon. Other Sheens and 5-gallon pails are also on sale. Complete hard-to-reach projects with Keller. The 13-foot with 13 adjustable working heights and positions is $66 after rebate. The 21-foot with 28 adjustable working heights and positions is $109 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Power, versatility, and functionality with the Kubota M-Series tractors from HFS Tractor. You can mow, dig, haul, plow, you name it. Attach a loader, a backhoe, or pull a host of implements. Available in 2- or 4-wheel drive, like the Kubota MX5100 has 50 horsepower, power to handle the toughest jobs. Take a test drive today on any of the Kubota M-Series tractors. HFS Tractor, Baroda, and Niles.
Free access to Chase ATMs wherever you are, that's a step forward. Chase customers can avoid ATM fees with the most ATM locations in Indiana and over 16,000 nationwide. Take a step forward and chase what matters.
Next Insider. After Halle Berry's alleged stalker at the haunting of Erin Andrews, why she is now speaking out about her stalker. Then, Mission Impossible, Footloose's new Kevin Bacon.
This is our time.
And a sexy new Dallas back with JR.
I don't want them to be like us.
In depth with Hollywood's new remake Craze. And the backstory on TV's biggest weddings.
You are husband and wife.
Next Insider.
Tonight at 7 on ABC 57.
Welcome back to the 33rd Annual Venetian Festival in St. Joseph. As you can see, opening ceremonies are well underway at the bandshell. We have got the blessing of the river and the crowning of this year's Admiral. And the weather has been beautiful here. It's a little breezy. There's lots of cloud cover.
I could be the Admiral if I could keep the weather exactly like this all the way through the weekend.
The Venetian Queen then.
Well, you know what? I'm glad we're here then to help everybody out. That's for sure. Right now we want to help you make some plans, though, if you are going to be heading out over the next couple of days, because the weather is going to be changing a little bit. A little less here right along the lake, but inland areas definitely going to start getting warmer out there. Right now, ABC 57 first warning Doppler radar looking just fine at the present time. There's no showers at all across the area. Really a very pretty setup coming up for the evening now. As you check out the current conditions right now in South Bend, we've got a temperature rolling right now at, let me check it here. We have temperatures running mainly right around the 80-degree mark. So right now in South Bend, it's partly cloudy, 81 degrees. Benton Harbor, sunny and 77. And the winds are actually light at both the recording stations. Of course, that's over at the airport. Right here along the beach, though, boy, that little lake breeze is coming in right now. It feels very comfortable across the area. Your forecast for the Venetian Festival really looks very, very pretty, especially right here along the coast. It should be like that all through the upcoming weekend. There will be a warm-up, though, as you head through the weekend. We're going to go from temperatures mainly in the 70s right now, back into the 80s, and eventually back up to about 90 degrees as those winds switch to the south. So be ready for the heat, but, you know, other than the heat, it looks perfect. We're not looking at any big storms coming through. Your 7-day forecast right now across the area looks like it's going to remain pretty hot all the way through the upcoming weekend. Temperatures themselves, inland especially, in the low to mid-90s as we head towards the weekend. No showers expected through the weekend, but by the beginning of next week, we will see some scattered showers eventually starting to pop up in all that heat and humidity, especially as we get towards Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, your exclusive 10-day forecast looks like we're going to continue to see some pretty decent conditions heading into the end of the week, but again, we're still looking rather warm out there. We've had a couple of nice days with dry weather and fairly cool conditions. It looks like we're going to pay for that coming up next week with the heat and the humidity and those temperatures hanging out pretty warm, above normal. Normal this time of the year is about 83 to 84, so it looks like we're going to see much warmer conditions all the way through the next 10 days or so. But you know what? It's July. I think everybody's ready for it.
Exactly. And, man, I was actually surprised when I came down here because I can't believe how nice and breezy it is. And you will need a jacket if you come down here tonight.
Yeah, the lake breeze especially is coming, and the lake breeze will start to die off a little bit after sunset. But before that, maybe a light jacket would be good.
All right, let's send it back to Brian Dorman in our studios. Brian.
All right, thank you, Chris. So right now, power crews continue working around the clock, literally minute by minute, since Monday morning's damaging storms. So how many people are still without power tonight? A check of those numbers coming up. Plus, life on the farm without power. How the outage is affecting some animals in Niles.
Hello, I'm Patrick Hopman of Hopman Jewelers. That's right, Hopman Jewelers is reopening at our original location on Main Street in Elkhart with the same great service we've provided for 50 years. Our newly remodeled showroom and bridal gallery offers you a fantastic selection of quality jewelry at unbelievable prices. And our Jewelry Restoration Center offers on-site repair and restyling of your valuable jewelry by our friendly, experienced staff. That's Hopman Jewelers on the corner of Jackson, Maine in beautiful downtown Elkhart.
Now that I have Assurance, I can call our doctor.
With Assurance Wireless in Indiana, you get a free phone and 250 free voice minutes each month.
Now that we have Assurance, we can keep in touch with our grandchildren.
For $5 each month, get 500 total voice minutes. Or for $20 a month, get 1,000 total voice minutes and 1,000 texts.
Now that I have Assurance, I can send a quick text.
All offers include a free phone, nationwide coverage, and these calling features. Plus, it's easy to keep your current number.
Now that I have Assurance, I can let work know I'm running late.
You may qualify for Assurance if you're on Medicaid or use these other services.
Now that I have Assurance, I can do more with more minutes.
Call now to see if you qualify and learn what Assurance can do for you.
Call 1-800-375-5018. That's 1-800-375-5018. Or visit AssuranceWireless.com.
The most addictive franchise on TV.
Duh.
They can still put the O in OC.
That's how I live my life. Go big or go home.
Good reality TV is not an oxymoron.
Bam.
Wherever the housewives go, the headlines follow.
Holy cat fight. What did you do now?
See why everyone is falling head over heels.
All those are shoes? Sold.
For the Real Housewives.
Weekdays at noon on ABC 57.
Some good news to report tonight. Many people who lost power Monday during those damaging storms are back up and running right now. Here, are the latest numbers tonight from Indiana Michigan Power. The majority without power still in southwest Michigan. Hit awfully hard Monday. About 1,200 people in Berrien and Cache counties without power. Around 3,200 are in the dark right now in Van Buren County, and a handful, 130, without power in St. Joseph County. At the height of this outage Monday night, nearly 90,000 homes were without power. And there are still some struggling without electricity tonight. ABC 57's Rachel Glazer met with a family today that lives off of US 12 in Niles. They have been without power all week. Rachel, how are they dealing?
Brian, the family who lives in this house behind me here has been without power for about 4 days now. Now, they told me today that they didn't realize how much they relied on electricity until they lost it.
Granted, they did it back in the old days, but it's hard. It's really hard.
Whitney Glass is not used to living like this.
This is filthy. I can't deal with it.
Bottles and jugs of water line the floors and dirty dishes pile up on the counter. This house has not had electricity or running water for 4 days.
Washing their underwear in the sink and, letting it dry out just so they can have clean underwear to put on.
I don't like it this way.
10-year-old Ashley has to use a bowl of bottled water to brush her teeth. The family of 6 has also moved behind these sheets. They say it keeps the heat out. They all spend the night in the living room.
This is where I sleep.
This situation has been far from comfortable.
It's just not right, the way that we are being treated with no power.
This branch fell on the power lines and started a small fire in the neighbor's yard. The electric company turned off the power to prevent any more fires. So all they have to do is take down the branches up there and then turn the power back on.
It's very depressing. I feel like I'm trapped in.
Glass says she has to stay to care for her animals.
That one there is my jumper. He has jumped out already a few times.
With no electricity, there's nothing keeping the horses from getting out.
They're smart. They know when the fence isn't on.
Glass says she has barely slept. Life without power has been too much for her to handle.
Indiana Michigan Power was not available for comment today, but shortly after I called, crews did come out to turn the power back on. And get this, they didn't even have to touch the tree. They were out here for less than 3 minutes, and they just flipped the switch to put the power back on. The family here says they had to suffer for nothing. Reporting in Niles, Rachel Glazer, ABC 57 News.
Junkyard dog. Why South Bend police officers blocked off Main Street and called in its K-9 unit this morning. And check this out. South Bend will soon be patrolling the streets Harley-Davidson style. We're back in just a couple minutes.
Brace yourself for the big, bold taste of the Subway Barbecue Pulled Pork Sub. Tender, succulent, slow-cooked pork with sweet and smoky barbecue sauce, all on freshly baked bread. Subway, eat fresh.
Have you seen our shining light?
I am the Wagon Wheel Theater.
I am the Wagon Wheel Theater.
I am the Wagon Wheel Theater.
Have you seen our shining light?
I am one of dozens of actors who from this stage
has gone on to star on Broadway, on television, and on film.
Have you seen our shining light?
Our future has a beginning. For some of us, it's here.
Have you seen our shining light?
Don't miss our summer series on stage now at the Wagon Wheel Theater. For more information, visit our website at wagonwheeltheater.com.
We homeschool the kids, do their math and everything online.
I love being able to research what people are doing in the industry through the internet.
I'm a student, I'm a filmmaker.
The internet is not just about checking email anymore.
Call today and get the fastest internet for the price. An amazing $14.95 a month for 12 months with a 1-year price guarantee. Plus, get access to the entire national AT&T Wi-Fi hotspot network at no extra cost.
I like the fact that it's fast, that I don't have to pay too much for it.
It's economical, and I love that.
And then I got my hotspots all around town that I can jump onto whenever I'm out of the house.
We're always on the internet.
You especially, on Facebook.
Call AT&T today and get the fastest internet for the price. An amazing $14.95 a month for 12 months with a 1-year price guarantee. Plus, get access to the entire national AT&T Wi-Fi hotspot network at no extra cost.
If I'm working from home or if I'm working, from wherever, it's awesome.
AT&T.
5 times the action. 5 times the cases. 5 times a week. Law and Order SVU.
Weekday mornings at 9 on ABC 57.
The country is saying a final farewell to Betty Ford. The former First Lady died last Friday at 93 years old. From California, where Ford was remembered Tuesday, to Grand Rapids, where she was honored today, the nation is remembering Betty as more than just a First Lady, but a pioneer for women and those who struggle with substance abuse. Ford will be laid to rest next to her husband, former President Gerald Ford. Well, tonight, South Bend police are investigating a possible junkyard robbery. We first broke this story on ABC 57 News this morning. Police got a call about a break-in into Indiana Auto Parts junkyard just after midnight. Police blocked off parts of South Main Street for about an hour. They even brought in their K-9 unit, but didn't find anything. Of course, with the huge inventory out there at the junkyard, it is hard to tell what, if anything, was taken. Well, South Bend police got some new wheels today. Check it out. These Harley-Davidsons are the newest addition to the South Bend police force. Now the city has 4 motorcycles to patrol, with the department saying that they use bikes more often. In fact, 6 officers are trained to use them. The officers say that these bikes are a little different than what they're used to.
Traditionally, we've always had white bikes. This year we changed to the black and white, a little bit different scheme, different graphics.
The bikes also have brighter lights. No word on how much they cost. Well, the South Shore will again be closed this weekend. A friendly reminder for those of you heading over to Chicago. Here is the plan. Starting Saturday, the line will be closed for repairs between the South Bend and the Dune Park stations. Crews are also replacing old wiring that dates back to the 1920s. That's been continuing now for a few weekends. Everything will be back to normal come Monday morning. Well, it is a gorgeous night to be out on the beach. That's where we find Krista and Jamie tonight. Real tough assignment for them up at the 33rd Annual Venetian Festival. We'll head back up to St. Joe after this quick break. But first, our ABC 57 Facebook question. What is your favorite part of the Venetian Festival? Here's a look at the results. We'll be right back.
Biggest thing about Goshen is the people. They really do care. My doctors were working face-to-face every day. They share ideas and they developed a treatment plan just for me. Cancer is a scary word, but with the right treatment, it's totally beatable.
World-class physicians, groundbreaking research, and the strength it takes. IU Health Goshen Center for Cancer Care. New name, same true care.
Find hot deals during the Menards Sizzling Savings Sale. Make your backyard a bite-free zone this summer with Cutter Backyard Bug Control. It kills annoying insects and controls for 8 weeks. Attach to your hose and spray up to 5,000 square feet, $4.99 after rebate. Epoxy Shield blacktop coating lasts longer than conventional asphalt-based coatings, revitalizing worn and faded driveways to a like-new jet black appearance, and is ready to drive on in only 4 hours. $38.88 a pail.
Save big money at Menards.
Graffiti can be mean, and it can be destructive. It can be expensive to clean up.
It could bring your neighborhood down. Graffiti is an art.
Graffiti is a crime.
Crime Stoppers pays rewards.
Help your community. Do you know who's doing graffiti? Send a tip to Crime Stoppers. You can even upload a photo. Or call 288-STOP.
Join us.
Where?
On MeTV Michiana.
Come join us, just take a part and join us.
I can't tell you how glad I am you found it.
Join us on MeTV.
Oh, boy, am I glad you found it.
You can find MeTV Michiana on Comcast 244 and over the air on digital channel 57.2. MeTV is memorable entertainment television.
Now I remember.
Splish Splash, a musical bash. That is the theme of this year's Venetian Festival up in St. Joe. And with temperatures expected to jump into the 90s this weekend, there is no better place to be than Lake Michigan. ABC 57's Krista Fogelsong and Jamie Martin are soaking up the sun tonight. You guys having fun up there?
You know, Brian, I think we're having too much fun here tonight. They're playing some 80s music right over by our live truck. And Jamie,
it's so much fun. I don't know what's better, the music or the munchies right now.
I know. All the food here, it smells so good.
Yeah, it really is. It's going to be a great time. And let's go and take another look at that 10-day forecast. I want to let everybody know what's going on the next couple of days. Very, very nice here right along the lake right now. And it's going to be pretty nice over the next couple of days. Not expecting any big showers or thunderstorms across the area over the